We needed an idea that could capture investor imagination to combine the force of capital markets for a good end.
If an investor understands the environmental risks better, the cost of capital will go down for green projects.
Green energy is the only way to go forward.
Green bonds are an interesting tool to reconnect the dots between the finance and the real economy.
The idea behind green bonds is very simple. You allocate the money you collect to projects that have a positive influence on the fight against climate change. And at the same time, you give the people around you the possibility to monitor what you do.
Looking at debt capital markets, the sad thing is that we actually know very little about what happens with the money that is raised on these markets. And that's where green bonds can make a difference, because they tell an additional story. They give more information on the underlying assets.
The EIB was the first to issue green bonds. What the green bonds bring to the market is transparency. When you invest in green bond, you know where exactly the money will go.
The Hellisheiði power plant is one of the biggest geothermal power plants in the world. We are located on a volcano, so we can drill deep wells and get up a mixture of steam and water, transport it to our power plant to produce electricity and hot water. We are saving about 1.5 million tons of CO2 each year, which is about 800,000 cars on the streets every year. It's all of Iceland's car fleet times 3 almost.
If we want this market to really have an impact on sustainability, we need this market to grow really much more than that.
The green bond market has been driven forward in the first place by multilateral development banks. And recently, France has issued a very large government bond that is showing the way to other government issuers.
There is quite a bit of optimism here. It's a long way to go until the end of this conference, but I think the circumstances have never been better in the last decade, maybe. So if not now, when then?
L'accord de Paris pour le climat est accepté.
During the months before the COP21, all the financial community wanted the agreement.
At the end of the day, the fight against the climate change requires money. It's the simple reality, and not a little bit of money. It's massive investments that are going to be required, changing the way we produce energy.
The fundamental principle of Andasol is to transform green, free solar energy into electricity production. In a non-industrial area in the province of Granada, we have created more than 1,000 new jobs.
It is crucial and essential that everybody takes a proactive approach in the fight against climate change.
Europe has definitely a very important responsibility in terms of driving a change towards a healthy planet.
The vision for the future should be decided by the European Union, by all the member states, and the EIB is the tool to implement this.
This is an instrument of strategic planning of the greening of your activities that everybody needs to adopt in order to serve a common global goal.